Hi, my name's Chantel, and I have two sons who come to Prickly Pear. We've actually been coming to them for about 2.5 years. The one reason that we really love it here is because we feel like all of the therapists and all the people that work here truly care about our kid. They're like an individual person, and that's where they get an individual plan. I think one of the hard things for parents is speech therapy can be really expensive, especially when you have more than one kid that comes. Thinking about everyday's expenses on top of everything else, it can get a little overwhelming. But there's 3 resources that I kind of wanted to mention that 2 of them we've used and one we haven't. Every month we submit a super bill to our insurance. I would say it takes maybe about 5 minutes. At the end of the month, they'll send you a super bill of everything that you've paid and all of your visits, and it's a pretty detailed bill, which is really nice. And then what you would do is either use the app or go online, and then you would say submit a claim. It's going to ask you a couple questions, and then you upload it, and normally then it's done. And the thing about that is a lot of people are like, oh, well, kind of like a waste of time because it goes towards my out-of-pocket, out-of-network deductible. But at the end of the day, it actually adds up, especially if you end up going to like the hospital or you have other kids or other visits that you end up going to. That goes towards that deductible. The second thing is there's actually a whole list of grants that Emily or anybody at the office can send you. There's 13 different grants that you could apply for, depending on your kid's diagnosis and things like that. And they do have some income brackets for that. We've actually used 2 different ones. At a certain time, we had 1 income. So having a grant is a huge blessing to our family and helps us be able to make sure that our kids are still getting what they need. Sometimes they do need like a diagnosis or like a written up letter, and I'm sure Prickly Pear would be willing to help you out with it if you're already coming here. And then the last one is actually Care Credit, which is like a credit card specifically for healthcare needs. The big thing to remember is your kid talking. There's a lot of things that depend on that. Your kid being able to socialize, your kid being able to read. It's crazy the difference that we've seen in our son, particularly who has like a severe praxia, like for him to be able to read and talk and all these things, like that's crazy. But if we didn't put in the money, he wouldn't be where he is, because we have gone to other practices. There's a difference. Somebody specialized in what your kid has that can make an individual plan. There's so many resources that people don't realize that you can take advantage of and that have like helped not only our family, but I know multiple other families here that go to Prickly Pear.